Hi guys, this video we're going to show you how to prepare your images to print. So first thing, when you have the printer, you will have this files here. You have a Photoshop action here is DTF Printer Cosmox. When you have the Photoshop on your computer and you double click this action button, then it will automatically installed on your Photoshop. Here is inside the action, you have this one, and if you cannot find the action here, you may find in the window and click the action, it will showing this. Then we have different choices here. You can see it's DTF gradient and no choke and choke 1, choke 2, and this is based on what effect we want. So for the DTF gradient white is for like for the light color area, we print more white ink, and dark area like the black and dark white, it will printing less white ink. So this is for the white ink density for different areas based on your design. So we can run it, have a look. So first thing, before we run the action, we make sure we choose the layer here and no lock. Then we choose the action we need to run, then click run button here. So we can show one by one to see now. The first thing is DTF gradient white, we click run. It will give you some options here is to modify the width, height of the images. I just no need. You can also choose the inches. We just give it any. And here is to choose the colors. For example, you can see here is white. If white means no white ink on the most dark area. So here we can also choose the gray or white is not a big issue. We have another video to show this differences very detailed in another video. So this video we're just going to show the process to use this. And we click it, click OK, and then OK. Here we have different choices. We choose the one we want. Normally we are using lighten and liner color or normal. This we are using more. We choose the one we want and click OK. Then now it's all ready. We can find in the channels here, layers, channels. We can find in the channels here have a automatically made W1, W2. This is for the spotted channel. Actually, we only need one for riin software. It's make two is because for other software may use two. So this one we can use one or two is no problem. And we can see here, we click off the RGB, we will see when the light area you can see is going to have more dark. This is for the white ink print, okay? So more dark means more white ink. More light area means less white ink. So this is based on the gradient white background. This is one. And we can also go into, let's see, other actions with no choke. This image is I will use another images to show the choke. Okay, this image we can see here have some yellow line border, right? So it's easier to see for us. So we first choose the layer and we click the no choke. It's automatically doing the spot channels here too. We can see it's a whole black, means whole area with same density white ink. Okay, so we can see there's no choke for the white ink, right? So now we are going to run the choke one. We see the difference. When we have the choke one, we can see here have some yellow ink out, right? That means we have some white choke, which is 1 pixel for the white ink smaller than the color, it will make sure we will not have the white ink out when printing. So this is white choke 1. You can see the tiny lines here, right? And then we are going to check the choke 2. We can see here is more choke for the white ink. That's the difference. This, which one to choose, is based on our images, pixels, and your designs. If you have many small lines designs, we can use choke 1. If we have a high resolution designs, if your designs is a very high resolution, you can use choke 2, because when you have high resolution, your choke 2 is a tiny lines just to choke. Okay. So we also have some choices. If your design is very high resolution and you need more white choke, you can choose the choose choke. We can give it more chokes pixels here. We just give the number we want. You can see this is 5 chokes, is very large. So normally we do not need this one. We only use choke 1, choke 2, or you want gradient, you can use gradient. Okay. So then, after we have this image ready in choke, okay, I will choke 1. Like for example, I will just run the choke 1. Okay, the images is finished on the Photoshop, and then we go to File and Save As. Save as to TIFF format. We give it any name to save. Save it to TIFF. We're going to save as a TIFF format. Make sure we choose TIFF format, which is TIFF here, right? TIFF format. And we have some options here. We just choose the same as this screen. Make sure we choose the same transparency if your version have. Then we click OK. Then it will wait to finish the saving. Then we can go to the riin software for the printing, rip your images to the PNG format. Okay, in here we have, if your first time to open this software, remember to setting the software ready set default and check the canvas based on your printer size. The width is important, the height is not very important. We just give it a hit. And then we check spot color here. We might make sure we choose the spot color here, and we choose the spot color and give the percentage goes 100% and symmetrical mode. And here also the shrink means the white ink choke too. For example, if you not have choose choke in the Photoshop, then you can choose the choke here on the riin software. We just give a little choke here is enough, and click application. Remember where we saved the TIFF file, we open from where. Okay, so I saved it here. I open the cut file here, and when import the pictures, you will have this option here telling you to you can modify the original size, or you give it the design custom wise. Okay, you can give it original, it will be the same wise as you import in the Photoshop. You can also, when you import, you give it a custom wise. For example, let's to change it to the inches first. Okay, then we import, and for example, I want to give it 10 inches. Now it's 10 inches here, we can see. And then after this, we can click the print and make sure we choose the horizontal mirror here. Will be good. And here is for the different resolutions choose. Normally we can use 8 pass or 6 pass. For 8 pass 1, for each SCC profile here, we can go inside the advanced and CMYK. Here we can see we have the channels ink adjust, means we can adjust the inks. For example, if we want to print more yellow ink, we can give it more yellow ink. This is separately control the single colors ink quantity here. We can also do the basic adjustment for the colors, color adjust for the lightness, contrast, saturation, whole ink adjust. This is based on our real situation. Sometimes if you want more bright, more dark color of the images without printed, we can adjust here to get the result you want. Okay, after you change something, for example, I give it a little difference here, a little difference just to show, it will give us a name, the new file, ICC profile. So we will have another one. This for us, if you want more bright color, you can give it a name bright color, so we can remember it for the future print. Okay, after we finish this, we just click the print as to save this image to a PRN format. Okay, so let's save it to a PRN file. Then it gives to printing. When it's printing finish, we can open the control software from here, and then we can go to print the files.